text field, and then now we are creating a drop down. Let us create. So let me take this one in the grid. Access 12 and field the full width name as it is an drop down. We can directly write, and let me write here city, and it should something show as a drop down. So I'm writing here select, whereas a label remove this one multi. Oh, here it is multi line. Then then select a city. So full width name city component, that is drop down. So select, and then we'll select a city, and then additionally to these form control props. In the opening closing curly braces, again opening closing curly braces, we are just writing a full width, that is true. Then we have to give, don't close the field here, make it separate, because we have to show the options right now, drop down options. So that options with the menu item, value something, let us write London. The same way, then let us write other. So in the field, we have three drop downs, and that totally covered with the grid. And now let us work with the date picker, date functionality. And this can be, yes, with MUI pickers utils provider. and the attribute we can say utils, and that equals to with date fns utils, because it has to show. I'll just do then in this let us write a grid. Then item and field, something name, names a component that should be, and full width component that should be, date picker, date picker wrapper, full width, and it's not like a multi-line, margin, normal, and label. So like this. So we have given a grid with something, a component that equals to date picker wrapper, margin, something, and full width, and it is required something. In the same way, let us write here in the same combination, let us write time picker wrapper also. Then let us write here something alarm. It's just a no, I mean name user defined. You can just change to anything else, and let us write here time picker wrapper. After this, again with the combination of, now we want to create the concept of a reset and as well submit buttons. Just group these two things. Let me write this one. Here, it is not a point of any date or time, so no need to specify attribute. And then I'm in property, we can see. And then in the grid, so let us write item Additionally, we are creating something style and that equals to margin top something, and then let us create now button effect. Button type equals to button, then variant and that equals to contained, and then on click and that equals to reset. So and defaultly we are saying here disabled and that equals to submitting or PRI STN. Meaning of this one what we is we are just showing a button on click, but when we click on it, that submitting and twisting, I mean submitting button that should not work. Either this or that. We just make it something reset. So then we are done with grid, and then now let us write same with the button submitting. Then we want if something style, we even can also write color and that equals to primary and type submit here. So where is that? Okay. And then value contain disabled defaultly we can just say when user enters all the fields then only it has to show active. That's why we are writing in that manner. After all these things we are done with grid and paper. It is overall details and we want to see the values whatever that user have entered. It's just pre-formatted element of HTML, right? And then write JSON dot in the format of string values and replacer with that is. So the meaning of this statement is we are just printing all the values what we have done. And so okay, we have to write some functionalities to work with the date and time concepts. So that is even not only those, when you enter, sorry, when you click on submit button, it has to validate. When you click on reset button, it has to reset. So how these functions will work? Let us write. Then date picker wrapper, time picker wrapper functions we have written just now. So let us write the definitions. Okay, let me write here. Function space date picker wrapper as it is taking some property that is user is entering, and inside this we are taking the input element as a constant input name when user is typing or selecting on change its value, meaning we are taking spread attributes rest input, and then the meta detail which it should show the output in the rest, everything that should be done with the given props. Overall meaning here is we are selecting a date and that is doing some, that is a name and its value, and it is just checking whether we have. Now we are going to write here const show error, where we can write condition from meta dot submit error and logical not meta dot dirty since last submit. Meaning of this one is if there is any error while submitting, I mean before submitting that date is it is having any error, that it will stop and it will show that message or it will highlight with the given meta details. Here it is meta is a object, under that a submit error and dirty since last submit. Or overall this is a way that we can do, or else simply we can just write a meta dot error, and when it has to show overall this one when user clicked, that is nothing but a touched, either typing or else hmm, either typing or else either clicking, then we have to validate this one. And now we want to show, let us write return date picker dot rest. Sorry, the meaning of this one is it is showing, it is taking all the error messages as a spread attributes and then name helper text, and that equals to show error meta dot error, or helper text that equals to show error. If it is having error, it is showing error. If it is not having error, then meta dot submit error with undefined, and then input page that should be rest input on change. These are all the components. These are all the components when user is clicking in the input element. If user is selecting OK, it will show that output. If user is skipping from the selection of a date, then we are showing the error messages on change, and finally the value, and that equals to if there is a value, nothing else to show the message. If there is no value, just show the, I mean, if there is any error of that value, just show. So overall concept is user is selecting a date picker, and we are taking if user is missing or missing of selection, or user just clicked and did not selected any date. That is what we get showing here error messages, and the input element of it is highlighting with that. The same way we just write the time picker wrapper. Let us write here time picker wrapper, same constant, name on change, value, and rest input meta, rest everything that is taken from props, show error, submit error, and then return here we can say time picker. Time picker, the name, that helper text error message, and showing an error input. We can say here something input props, not input page. Small mistake here. Input props, reset input and change, and then okay. Overall, okay, we have done with the date and time validations. Then now const on submit, and that equals to in the asynchronous, that is whether user entered few fields or not. maybe that few fields may be not important. That's why we can say asynchronous, that is skipping even though some fields are not having values. That is the meaning. Is it should not give something error message even though some fields are not entered. That's what we say. And then const sleep, and that equals to new space I mean sleep equals to ms and new space promise resolve. I will let you know what all these things. Some of the words are new, and once we are done with this, we have to just install the required modules right now that we will do. And once we have done, when we execute a functionality of total what we have done, we can see the props, how it is passing and everything. Let me write here. Here just we are writing set timeout resolve ms. Then await. That means we are making not immediately to submit. We are just doing some process in the gap of 300 milliseconds, and it is just showing the alert message, the error messages, which is a JSON dot stringify the values 0 comma, that is string, any space and number. We just after that we have to validate the fields of first name, last name. Here we have done that is required. So just let us validate const validate, and that equals to values const errors. If logical not values dot the first name, then errors dot first name, and that equals to saying that message it is required. The same way, if logical not values dot last name, and then errors dot last name, and that equals to required. And we have email also right now. First name, last name, email. So email, then if logical not values dot email errors dot email, and that equals to required. And if any of that error, we just have to return errors. Okay, with this we are done with all the statements and functionality. The thing what we have to do is according what we have written here, we just have to what you can say install. Okay, and actually I did not install the things, few things are left over to install, so we don't want to waste our time. What I will do is whatever we have done as it is, it will be. And we I mean I will install the required modules today, instead of at this moment I am saying. Later I will install it, and tomorrow I will run the program. So, but only thing is you'll be waiting to see that output once these packages or modules, how the after installation, how it will run. And at the same time I will give one more point here. I mean, not only here in the concept of a material UI, irrespective. For example, if there is a question or something else, somebody have written program and we have to use that program or application, then how? So instead of searching and copying and pasting or downloading one by one, we even can do something like this. For example, let me tell you, there is cloning of an application. I am saying cloning of application. For example, React is sample project. For time being, we just wants to use how React already have entered and you are working with already React JS. But I am saying it's a point of how you can clone in a project what the other people have done and then implementing into your application. So go to any, if I have requirement to work with the API, then I will search and get the GitHub link. If I have required to work with the material UI, so as we have written here, instead of writing, we even can also clone. But one thing, when you download, when you have a clone of that website or application, then you have to check it out each and every step and have to change accordingly what you have requirement. Meaning, if it is exactly you require, nothing else to change. But if it is something you have to change according to your criteria, then you have to change the code. So here, as I said in the very beginning, you just can take a free account here and you can deploy the what you can say applications what you have done right now, public SRs and so on. Only the Node.js, sorry, Node underscore modules which we are having, this is not going to be happen. I mean, no need to upload. Then now, mm, you just copy that link and directly type cmd git space clone space. That's it. It is cloning. It is downloading the application what he or someone have done, and that's done. With sample or simple React app. And if you want to see, okay, let me just As of now, there are no modules. What you have to do, you have to enter into your application. Then you just type npm space install. That's it. Whatever it is having, let me open. As I said that I will install this required modules later, and tomorrow I will show that output. Then let me open this one. Here the example is, the concept is how you can download other applications code and implement your code inside that. When you open SRC and if you see an app.js file, these people have tried something. What these people have done, a concept of React router concept. At the same time, they have given something a host URL. When user clicking something, it has, that is, they have created the concept of customer list. Okay, and the component customer details customers. First, what you have to do, you have to enter into the customers. Here, these people have given React concepts and AXIOS. Here, they have used the concept of even Express.js also. The AXIOS combination is, we can say, fetching or sending a request and getting a response. Something they have done, do one thing, even download at your end, and they have given assets, sample JSON, customer list, what you can say, JSON. Where is an assets in the public folder, in the assets, sample JSON. In this, we have customers. For example, we have given customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, customer 4, and the basic details of all the customers. So actually, instead of getting an API link, they have directly created in the assets itself some sample JSON and what is the detail that you have to work on. This is also one of the way nice, that is where you can create your own JS file and that can be linked to your application here. When user clicks on a redirect, sorry, when user clicks on what you can say customer list, then listing out of all the customers from the customers data, referring one by one, displaying a name, title, email, phone number, and so on. And if you click on particular customer ID, then that is going to be actually customer list. This is, if you click on particular customer ID, then that is connected to particular ID of these files ID. How it's connecting means customer ID from the selected customer, it is connected with the selected customer. And how, when you come to the customer, what details, here is the question, from ID which you have passed, it is finding out in the given, what you can say, cust 3 customers JSON. Overall simple is, from app they have connected a link to customer list. From the customer list, here is customers. There are showing ID, email, phone number, which is having these details. Sorry, ID, name, email, phone number. When user click on particular ID, this ID is passing to customer details and searching in the given file and finding out customer details. Customer details in this, how you are fetching means you are fetching the data and loading. From where you are fetching the data means you are connecting to that link. You are connecting, you are passing a request. You are passing a request, and from the given, what you can say, component of, what you can say, right? So when you connect to the customer ID from the customer details, clearly it is displaying all the particular ID related things. How it is connected means you have given this customer, it will search in all the given files what we have IDs. If it is matching, that it is going to show. We'll do one thing. As we have discussed now, we have to see. Let me do one thing. Not now. Let me install these things, the required modules at the same time. These sample modules. I mean, when you get here, if you go to the package.js file, React Bootstrap, DOM, router, scripts, all are common only. There is no special things. Okay, so only thing is now you have to type npm install. That I will do it later. So I just wants to give. Oh, it's already pressed now. Let me stop. So whatever we have downloaded, and I will install the required modules of this simple React app what they have given and material UI, and we'll discuss outputs later. So now we want to enter into the concept of MERN application when we have an idea about the concept of Express, Node, MongoDB we have done already, and we even have now an idea about React. So now, as I have done already with the basic, I mean, what can I say, create React app and something. Then here you need to create the concept of configuration, how a development and as well production. In a development mode, we have to see, of course, the output at the same time errors also, and at the same time in the what you can say with the port number also. That should be 3000. So these what we have to do means let me tell you. After creating that is create React app something name of your application, then you can just check it out. Its output npm with the start. It will just show a normal or default page, and then later you need to configure Express.js into this React to install and configure that Express. You have to use the modules which are called Express, Body Parser, Morgan, and Serve Fav icon. Express, which is used to work with the Express.js. Body parser is a point of taking the data from the input elements and giving an output from the database, also connectivity. And then Morgan is a logger information. Morgan means whatever, for example, you are doing an action in this step. We can say a status of the particular application information showing at console tab. Morgan is a logger information. Let me write all these points. Let me open first this point. Let me write notes here. First one that you are creating create hyphen react hyphen app, as I have created the name here Mern Root app, and then cd space Mern app. Then in that Mern app, just for timing, we'll see that output what it is. After that, okay, let us see. Okay, and then localhost. Then now we want to set the required modules to work with Express connectivity and as well MongoDB connectivity also. First, let us set install and configure Express.js. To install and configure Express.js, you need to type npm space install space hyphen hyphen save. Then Express is a module body hyphen parser, then Morgan, then serve few icon. These are all the required things that we have to install in the application. So what is along with this, we even have some, let me tell you, AXIOS. Just now in the previous example, when we clone a website, they have given when we require this AXIOS means when there is a request from the user and it has to fetch the data and show that output. It is requesting and response with Express. We can go with the concept of AXIOS. So let me write here. Use it to send requests to server to fetch or insert data. Okay, then the rest of things we know. Additionally to this, we require to install also, okay, like body hyphen parser. You know already this one. It is parses the request bodies. That is, we can get an access. We can get access to the information inside the request. That is why, if you remember in the previous example, somewhere else we have written request dot body. Okay, I think we did not discuss with you. I think that is I have discussed with another batch people. Okay, nobody, sorry, no need to worry. We just discuss that it's taking the data and from the input elements and setting or getting the data into the input elements through a backend or server. And that can be done with the request. That is, we are taking the data from the input elements request.body, even ID, even query strings also. Then Morgan, as I said, that it is a point of, we can say, logger information. You can say it is a logger information on any requests being made. It generates logs. Then, additionally to this, we are using even a Babel-CLI. The concept of Babel-CLI, it is a compiler. It is used to compile from the command line. Okay, then and additionally, you know that Express for what we are using. And let me write that list also. Further, we are going to use Mongoose, which is a library of MongoDB. Let me write here also. Express is a web application framework to sorry for Node.js. Mongoose. What is a mongoose? It is an ODM framework for MongoDB. Additionally, you hope remember the concept of node-mon, which is going to be executed continuously until unless we manually break the flow. So node-mon automatically restarts the server whenever the code changes. Additionally to these, I mean, these are all the things that we are going to use to work with the combination of Node, Express, Mongo, and of course React. Then React hyphen Bootstrap. It's a Bootstrap components with React, and additionally React hyphen model This is used for creating model dialog box, but here if we require we can show or we can skip this one. But let me write here, create a model dialog in React. After all these things, you can say React hyphen router hyphen DOM, which is a concept of React router. So this will install later. Now along with these things, in the root folder itself, let us create a new directory. Whatever I am writing here, the same try to do at this moment. I mean, not moment, at the moment. Later, mkdir bin bin directory. In the bin directory, create a file which is www. Of course, don't specify any extension. Let it be web configuration. So, and you can either create a file by right clicking something or else by using a command line which is called touch touch. What is that touch means? As your mkdir mkdir space bin, you are typing in the command prompt and it's creating a directory. The same way, if you want to create a file, then we require touch command. So to create the touch command, first you need to set up here in npm space install space -g space touch -cli. After this, you are already in the bin folder now. So, or else do one thing before doing this statement. First, complete this one, and then create a bin folder, and then enter into that bin folder. And once you are done, touch. That's it. Don't write any specification. I mean, don't specify any what I can say file extension. So let us do one thing. In the root folder itself, mk mkdir bin and cd space bin touch space www3. That's it. And then read it. Of course, as I have installed already, that's why it's working. In bin, there is a file. In this file, you have to write the environment and as well that modules. What are the? I mean, how to? What are the files that you have to test like this? Okay, let me write this. First, we can say var app and that equals to require of app, meaning you are entering into the folder of an app, but that is where it will be, you will be creating. And this should be debug. Whatever we are writing here, the configuration file, it's a common. So you can just copy and paste also, irrespective of the application. But for our understanding purpose, that lines what we have to write, I am just writing here. What debug require here also debug, and whatever the Mern CRUD. This is your application folder, right? Application name Mern CRUD app. One second. Ah, So the lines which we require app Mern CRUD app that should connect to server, and then the links where user is typing from one page to another page through HTTP has to run. After that, var port and that equals to normalize port. Process dot environment dot port, or else we can say 3000, and then app dot set port that should be connected, meaning you are setting that environment port defaultly, or else we can say 3000 that you are saving and naming with a name port and its value. Then now you have to create a server. To create a server, where server and that equals to with http dot server dot then if it is error at the time of connecting, on is a built-in method which is taking event handler with its functionality, meaning if there is any error it should show that error as it is unable to connect. If there is successful, then let us write server dot on ist listening Now at line number 5 we have written normalize port. It is a function call where we are passing environment port or else 3000 as a value. So with this we just have to write its definition, function space normalize port val. Then not parse. Parsing is a built-in function. We are passing and saying that that should be in 2 digits or that should be something a number you are passing. If is NaN, then that is if the value is not a number, then return val. That is if the port number is not a number, then return val. Then port then so we are saying here in the normalized port we are taking that value either with the process environment port or else which we have set 3000 we are taking and just testing here whether a port is not a number, then return value, and if it is greater than or equals to 0 then also we can say return port, and if nothing else then return false. This is a point of we can say setting that port number properly. Once we are done with this, we have written here two event handlers, on error and on listening right now. So that definition, let us write here function space on error, error. If error dot system call, error dot system call, not sorry, not equals to, not double equals to, then we can say listen. So if the on error, the error system call not double equals to listen, then throw error. That is, if it is not listening the particular port number, then we are throwing that error. Throw error. Then how you are going to throw that error? Let us write here. Var bind, and that equals to type of port, and that equals to if it is in the format of a string, then that is You have tested here conditional statement or ternary operator, and you are seeing here a pipe with its if it is true or else if it is false. Okay, then so if the when user is opening or when user is running an application, if the port number is not listening, then we say it is called throw error. And in which cases that you can throw an error, if it is triple equals to string, then we can say port number or pipe with port number or port with the port number. Then we have to say that statements error accessible, that is inactive access, or else we can say some other application is already used this application code, sorry, some other application is already running on the same port. So two things. Okay, 1 second, hold on please. Here you will be writing the condition switch error dot e access, meaning if there is an error in accessing, then we are saying that require requires elevated privileges. That is saying that if there is no accessibility, then you have to show the message of privileges or permissions we don't have. That's what you can say. From the process dot exit of one and break that one. Okay. The same way, error address in use. That is some application already using here. Sorry, some other application already using. So EADDR in use. Error already, is already in use, you can see. Then same and break, default break, or we can say, okay, throw error. Throw error. So we have written error concept when how it has to show and we have to write what you can say listening on listening, how it will be. Let me just write that function space on listening var add and that equals to server dot address. The rest of the statements that we'll discuss in the tomorrow session. And additionally, let me open. First of all, we'll try to give preference to see this output. But of course, we don't give guarantee because we just downloaded from other applications someone have done. We have to just do one thing by using the concept of npm space install in this package. Whatever they have created the packages names, it will install, and then we have to check it out. So I will do the default with the npm space pack in I'm sorry npm space install, and it will install all the required modules, and then tomorrow we'll discuss about it. If there is no error or else no problem, but one thing, the concept here is not a point of showing that customers details or something else. It's just a point of for you to get an idea to even how to download one's applications into your system, into your application. Okay. And additionally, almost we are done with the concept of writing a code. We just have to install the required modules. We'll just check it out after installing tomorrow session. Okay. After these two things, then we enter into the concept of macro app. Okay. Then thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow.